Robert.
And Vanessa.
You're late to the party, and we've got our trailer for Welcome to Derry, I believe it's called. Pennywise coming back, sort of. I mean, this is like a prequel / a little bit more of the ish that went down in the town of Derry.
Yeah, Derry, Maine. I'm looking forward to. It's an HBO original, so when Last of Us is no longer there to keep us to HBO, they decided, you know what, we'll let Pennywise bring you back into the world. That is it.
It. So, interesting thing. I don't know if you have. I've never seen like the Tim Curry It, like the original It. Never seen it. My whole experience, never read the books either.
I read the book too.
I know it's a big book, right?
Yes,
Stephen King books. Usually
big.
They're massive. But my only experience with Pennywise and It was the newer movies that they ended up doing, which I really quite enjoyed. But apparently there's a lot more story to be told there when it comes to the being that is It. So I'm excited to see some of that, in series form. And then I guess I could always read the book, but that probably won't be happening anytime soon. I just don't have time, and audiobooks is usually how I go. And then I stopped.
That's how I got through the book, was the audiobook when I was doing like the super early mornings.
Sure. I made it through the whole Harry Potter series because of that.
Yeah.
But we are going to check out It. Nope. Welcome to Derry. That's what it's called. It Chapter 3. Don't know. But if you want to check out our reactions to The Last of Us, being that it's HBO, it's not TV, it's HBO Max as well. You can check that out on our channel right now. Crazy episode 6. Yeah, a lot of crying going on, but that's available. But let's check out the trailer for Welcome to Derry now.
You poor thing. Get in before you catch your death of cold.
Now you just tell us where home is, and we'll get you back to your parents safe and sound, okay?
Anywhere but Derry.
Trying to escape.
My family and I just moved to town. Dad!
Oh.
Hey, baby.
Today was 4 months.
And they never even found a body.
That means murder.
This business with the missing kids. Do I need to be concerned? Never a bad idea to keep the people you love close.
No adult's ever gonna believe what we saw. I wouldn't.
There's a history of stuff like this happening in Derry.
Of course.
You kids keep your noses out of police business.
He's got influence
I heard voices
on the whole town.
in the pipes.
Have you ever heard of something like that?
There's something bad here in Derry.
Oh, there he is.
Nice little transition there. Well, this kind of does look like more of the same, in my opinion. It does kind of feel like, we got another group of kids on the bikes that are trying to solve the mysteries. So for that, I'm like, well, okay. But the parents, the adults, that's something about the other two movies that just like always rubbed me the wrong way or irked me or unsettled me, was all the people, all the adults in the town of Derry that, in my opinion, were just as creepy as Pennywise himself.
Right. There was just this kind of like eerie thing that was happening on Derry or within Derry that just made I would say that the adults complacent to everything that was going on. And they were just kind of like, it almost felt like, how you feel like there's something there and then you kind of look, but there's nothing there at all. That's kind of what's happening, is that there's like this facade that's happening within Derry that the adults within the town are just kind of oblivious to it. But the kids are the ones that are like, something's happening for sure. And obviously, Pennywise just likes to feed on kids. So.
Turn the adults into a bunch of freaks, man.
Yeah.
All of them turn to scary grins and scary eye movements and looking around. So to me, again, that's just as frightening as Pennywise sometimes. But
That's true. Like it's kind of curious to see what they're gonna tell in this story. If it's just gonna be about like the town itself, obviously, and I'm sure we'll like. We saw a brief moment of Pennywise there, but they won't be heavily on what's going on with Pennywise. I feel like it just be more the mystery of what's going on with the town itself once Pennywise did get there. And then, of course, I'm sure we'll get him at the very end.
I mean, if kids have already been disappearing,
Or get it
I
at the
feel
very
like
end.
it's those moments of like the kills. So Pennywise does have multiple kills in the first two movies, the original two movies. Well, not original because I guess the original's the original, but the more recent It movies, it's those kills. It's him stalking each one and getting into a horrific moment, and we move on with the story. So I feel like we are going to get those moments as time goes on, hunting down these kids one by one, whether it's our main crew or it's just kids around us that it hunts down, and we kind of cut to those moments. So I do feel like we probably will get a nice dose of Pennywise compared to how much we got in the movies. But in this one, it does, feel like, well, we're going to take those movies and we're just going to stretch it out over a season.
Yeah.
In which case it's like, all right. And it's the 60s, which a little drab. But
Yeah, we'll see how that goes, especially too with bringing back the Skarsgård to be Pennywise.
the Skarsgård, Bill. Isn't it Bill Skarsgård?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, there's quite a few Skarsgårds, but my favorite is still going to be
Well, even though we know where
Stellan, by the way.
Yeah, where we
Luthen.
know where Pennywise ends up. So I feel like there won't be a whole lot of like revelation when it comes to Pennywise. Maybe his background a little bit more we might find out, but other than that, we know where he ends up anyway, so we're not going to get that in this series.
I mean, we know where he ends up at the end of it all.
Right.
And I just don't, the kids do beat him. When did they beat him in that first movie? In like the 70s? It wasn't the 60s, right? It was probably 70s. So I don't know if it was the 80s, but either way, man, time is relative, and nowadays I don't keep track of time. But let us know your thoughts on this trailer down in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And did a thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Kick into the party, fuel the party, keep the party going on our Patreon, as well as in the member section on our YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our reactions to The Last of Us on the channel now. Thanks so much, and as always,
Now it's time to say goodbye.
this party is over.
Bye.
Bye.